Hey everybody, coming to you today here with another Bible review. Today we're going to be looking at a brand new translation that came out, and it is the Berean Study Bible. Now, this isn't actually a study Bible as what you would normally see in a study Bible. This is just the translation. They named it the Berean Study Bible. So it's the BSB. This one is the chestnut, I believe it was, that I got to review. And just right off the bat, I want us to take a look and see. It's about 7 inches wide and about 9 inches tall and an inch and a half thick. So let's talk about this translation a little bit. Like I said, it's a new translation. It does come in 4 different tiers, which we'll look at in a second. And it's a very smooth reading translation. I know there's some talk about this translation in some of the groups and different things, but let's look at the cover and then we'll go into the text. So, like I said, this is a chestnut. You can see this white perimeter stitching around the outside, BSB on the back, and then nothing here on the back. But you can see here that it does have one gold ribbon. This is just a 3/8 inch ribbon. It's a coarse ribbon. It's not like a double satin or anything. You can see here it has yellow headbands and tail bands. There's no gilding on this Bible. I did notice, I don't know if it's humidity or not, but you can see this waviness to the pages on mine. And I'm pretty sure that just has to do with the humidity. I'm not sure, but this is the way it came. And so this one, as you can see here, it is Smith sewn and glued, both together. I know some publishers do that, and some people get confused and think that this is just a glued binding, but you can see the signatures here as well as when you open it up. So, paste down liner. You can see here it has a nice little creamish gold liner. Holy Bible. Then here on your publisher's page, you see that this is published by Bible Hub, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, www.biblehub.com. And then one of the things that I noticed about this one is that they're very liberal with the use of this printed Bible. You can print up to 200 copies for your own personal use or distribution in a church ministry or whatever. This one is printed in the USA, and the 4 tiers of this Bible are going to be your interlinear Bible, your literal Bible, the study Bible, and then there's another one over here. I think it was a dynamic, the emphasized. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's going to be an emphasized Bible, and then apparently a reader's Bible, and audio and others. But this is your preface. I won't read all that, but if you want to pause the video and read over that, you're more than welcome. And we're going to move on. Try to keep this video short and sweet. Yeah, here's your four ones. It's interlinear Bible, a literal translation, a modern English translation, which is what this is, and then an emphasized translation. So here's some abbreviations, and then straight into Genesis. Now I'm going to flip on over so we can lay this flat. This is Song of Solomon. Now the first thing you'll see, it is a double column, paragraph format. It does have subtopical headings, and as well as textual notes down here on the bottom, and here are your references as well. It just has a few references just here and there. See, here's Revelation 18. Now, like I said, this is paragraph format, but it's not line matched. Now, I know some people had said that the paper on it was really good. I don't know if you can see here that the Bible is probably 2 feet away from the camera, and you can see some ghosting there. Now, the ghosting isn't terrible, don't get me wrong, and the paper is very white and feels good in your hand. It's a thick paper, so you're not really going to notice the ghosting that bad, but I did just want to mention that it is there because it's not line matched. which isn't that bad. This is a first printing of a Bible that has just come out. So kudos to them. I think they did a wonderful job on this. I will say another thing too. The pages is very wide. It's a wide, little, thick, stocky Bible. That's the best way I know how to describe it. And so the font on this looks to be about like a 10, maybe a 10.5. It's a good big font. And as you go through, I want to get to the New Testament, and I want to show you some of the things, some verses that I always try to pick out. I want to keep this video short. Here's John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made, and without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Then, of course, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that everyone who believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. And then, of course, I want to go to Romans, if I can get there quickly enough. Romans 8:28. And we know that God works all things together for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his purpose. For those God foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, so that he would be the firstborn among many brothers. And those he predestined, he also called. Those he called, he also justified. Those he justified, he also glorified. So just a few verses there. And I do think that this reads very well. I haven't quite put my finger on it yet. I think it's kind of a in between, maybe an NIV and a CSB. I think it's more of a dynamic equivalence Bible. They're coming out with a literal one. So, this isn't, to me, this isn't one that you're going to sit down and go through with the Greek and Hebrew, but it does seem to be a great reader. Now, that being said, when they come out with the literal translation of it, that tier, then it may be a totally different story. We just wanted to give you guys a look. Maybe if you're on the fence or you just wanted to look at one, whatever that may be. But make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.